Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Brianna, and I will be reacting to Dance Moms: A New Era, Season 1, Episode 7, Recipe for Disaster. I'm nervous because of the trust fall I think I saw from this piece in the preview, and I know some dancers are on the chopping block, and yes, I appreciate your patience for the long breaks in between, as always, so let's just get into it. Yay!
And one of the girls that might be cut from the team.
Second place, Sunshine.
Yeah, looking at the previously on, the whole circle moved over. It's hard to, it's no one's fault. They didn't have time to really make sure they could keep that type of choreo safe. They were in a circle for a long time. They held hands, making it tighter. And for some reason, it's that same leg up behind you, because that's what happened with Audrey when she injured herself in Point of No Return. They don't got a handle on that move or whatever.
No days off. It's like we only have a couple weeks left. And so no time to be tired, no time to have a meltdown. Ashlyn, kid, then I gotta make that decision. Good morning.
Thanks, Audrey.
Ashlyn's meltdowns are the reason that Glow had to bring Gina onto this team. She has caused so much chaos.
I don't think that's the only reason. It's like if one dancer makes a mistake, it's like, oh, I need a new, it's like, you don't really do that when you have a team to work with. It's across the board she was getting nervous, right? Like, I think she even said it was mostly because of Audrey, and that's not even true in my mind, but that's what I remember.
I'm not going to hold back on a child because they don't want to be corrected.
That's not what it is. She wants to handle the correction.
Seriously.
Were major mistakes that cost us that first place by Ashlyn.
It wasn't Ashlyn's fault. Like, in that specific instance, I feel it was justified the way she reacted. It was to the extreme where something else is going on. I do agree that she shouldn't be crying about everything.
Bow out gracefully. Gina's not going anywhere.
Gina earning her place on the team is controversial, but at the same time, I can't be mad at her because it's not her fault. You know, you gotta think, if you're the parent of this kid who has potential, opportunities given to them, it's like, no, be nice to the other kids and don't be involved anymore, or don't involve yourself with this team so that they can do well. And that's a little much.
I challenge you to find a better attitude this week, or you may be sitting out the rest of the season.
I know that's not true because I saw like a clip of her or a picture of her like on every episode, didn't I?
This week, trying to show Miss Glow that I'm not gonna whine and I'm not gonna complain and that I can do this.
Next on.
It's not her age because aren't there other girls her age who are handling the pressure a little bit better or appearing to? Like, she's crying. Mina was just crying.
On the top, she need to work harder this week.
Next. I don't need a 9th place dancer. I need you to regroup and I need you to do it fast. That's just not a.
I thought she was defensive of Smiley in her placement, so why can't she make that same exception for Layla? It's like, because of the level of competition here, blah, blah, blah. Isn't that what happened?
Bellatrix, I can always count on you to know the choreography. The technique is there.
She was great. I really do love Bellatrix.
What's the matter? Oh, good.
Working hard at home and I'm taking your correction.
Audrey, you were great. Fabulous. Really no corrections. On the top.
You know what? Rotate those two.
Without the couple of mistakes by Ashlyn.
No, I'm sorry. It wasn't anyone's fault, but the fact that it happened, I'm sorry if I'm contradicting myself, but something about that is weird. It was a bigger part within the piece, but I have an issue with that. Even that switch in placement, like just that little thing, as a student, I would take that as, okay, really remember that this happened. Like, for her to win on the top of the pyramid, or win, whatever you call it, top placement, I gotta stop, I'm sorry. As a performer, what I would need is a lower placement on the pyramid as just a reminder, no, you can't get away with stuff like that. It's an accident, it is. I still understand that and I register that it was no one's fault that it happened. Really? Like, they needed more time to cement those mistakes. The way that the circle traveled, that means that they didn't have it as a group. I understand Gina, she was the one who, that impact was on Ashlyn. It's not Ashlyn's fault at all Like, that's fucked up. But Gina, like, it registers a little bit deeper, not as a punishment, but like, I need to remember that this happened and do everything I can to make sure it doesn't again. But for her to be placed on the top of the pyramid, it's like, maybe that's just me, but I would be like, oh, I'm not in trouble. No, but it's, this is why I'm not a teacher. It's like, why did you say two opposite things? It's like, which one's right? I'm like, they both are. This should not be a teacher. So here, they need to rotate Audrey and Gina.
Deserve the win this week without the couple of mistakes by Ashlyn.
That's bullshit. That is bullshit.
This could be it. There may not be other opportunities. Understood?
Yes.
It's so different than the theater environment where it's not about being tested every day in a threatening way where you could lose your part. And you can. It's like, this isn't working. We're going to put you here instead, or you're not in this dance number anymore. Stuff like that happens all the time. In this case, it's like getting kicked out, like, of the whole thing.
Nervous because I haven't solo yet, but I'm also really excited because I get to base it off of me. I'm definitely gonna.
Bellatrix gets a solo. I'm happy.
The group routine this week is called The Menu. It's based on a movie. It's a little bit.
Oh, I thought it was on the bear just because I saw those blue uniforms.
I am thrilled Audrey is the lead again.
I like Tammy's sweater.
Audrey's the best. Like, really, Audrey's the best.
There are.
She's really, really good. You guys are basing it off of this small team of dancers. I'm glad she was on Broadway. She's cool. She's done more than me, and she's better than me. There's always someone else out there who could meet your level. There is no literal the best dancer unless you're talking about Misty Copeland, Brishnikov, names like that. People who have done it,
So someone's head this week is literally going to be on a platter.
I didn't want, like, me not being there to give Miss Glow a good reason, like, oh, we don't need Ashlyn. The group did perfectly fine without her.
I'm a dance mom. Of course I ask you the same question over and over to give it the answer I want.
Gosh, I just worked on The Little Mermaid over the summer. This is all deja vu. I can imagine Grimsby and Prince Eric and Ariel sitting at the table. Sebastian's going to come on with the hole through the cart.
Yes, chef.
Yeah, chef.
Everybody say that. Yes, chef.
Yeah, we don't have time for that crap in the kitchen. It's like, oh my God, I gotta do my job, gotta do my job, gotta do my job. Is it out yet? Is it out yet? Go home.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you go 1, 2,
Poses.
7,
Yeah.
8.
Whoa.
I hate having our girls to fight each other for a spot. I hate
Of
it.
course, but the bottom line is that Ashlyn wants to dance.
Been through week 1, she was melting down over the aerial. Like, it's been happening every single week.
I mean, I think all the kids have been crying in certain situations.
Something's going on though where the others are balancing out the dance with other things that are calming them down enough where they can focus on dance without feeling attacked every second in the studio. And I'm reading that based off of the way they're carrying themselves. Maybe it's like pent up, but Ashlyn's very raw with her emotions. Nothing wrong with that, it's just, I worry about her.
This is all on the table.
What?
It's dark. It's
On those tables, what are you putting on top of them? I don't know about that.
the music is frenetic and classical and really hard to count. The movements are really
Oh,
precise.
yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this. I'm nervous about the safety and stuff, but
You need to know it. Bellatrix, what are you doing?
and they aren't pressed together?
You just walked past the person in front of you.
Gina was leaving.
I have to make a decision tomorrow. You have to.
Do trust someone when they make a mistake. And I get it, why the others are like, but we're getting in trouble for something she did. It's like, I get it, but that dancer might register right away. It's like, oh, I messed up. Give them a beat, give them a few chances, and remember there are teachers in the room.
The reason why she got in trouble is because she went on the wrong count, right?
It's the Bellatrix who was wrong call.
Because Gina didn't go on the count. If I can't solo week, I don't mess with that.
Okay, I'm waiting for you.
Oh, no.
Whoa, Gina.
She's the only. No, you don't think so. That's the truth.
Holy, your daughter up.
That's all of you. Just take accountability.
They shouldn't be mad at each other so much as at Glow for glossing over the mistakes. It's possible she really doesn't see them, but you gotta wait. You just gotta wait, give it a couple of chances for someone to be like, oh, you did make a mistake.
I'll make her cry again if I have to. I'm your.
This environment here is like their kids are getting criminalized for not being perfect. This is getting, I mean, it already was, I guess, but it's getting vicious. Oh, for fuck, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. If they got it under control, fine. I'm mad at everybody. Y'all gotta understand. I get it. It's like, no, the only reason we made a mistake is because, fine, it's not your fault, but I hate being this person because I didn't like it when people told me this when I was a kid. You have to let some things go. Not everything, but it's like, when are you meddling and correcting your fellow cast members, your fellow team members, your fellow students? Is that your job? She messed up. You do have to still worry about doing your job. Say someone makes a mistake, they're late, they're early, you need to work on your awareness. It's their responsibility to get better too. I know it sounds unfair, but the healthiest way is to be like, how can I help? Working on Bellatrix's solo here.
They would either strap off their right breast or they would cut it off completely so that they were more accurate with their bow and arrow.
I definitely much rather have my boobs cut off than my butt because my butt is the most important thing.
Why is your butt the most important thing?
I did squats every day.
Oh my gosh. Layla cracks me up.
This leg just dragged through to go into the back.
She has a prop.
But Glow gives Bellatrix so much crap for her performance, so she needs to just be fierce the whole.
She had her moments in that Sunshine, Hearts, and Rainbows happy dance or whatever that was.
So I know that she's going to do whatever she can so she can get the spot.
It's so much work to balance the performance with the technique to focus.
You know, since yesterday, you yelling at me, and you talk very nasty to my daughter. You have it to. Glow yelled at Bellatrix because of your kid. I'm not going to let any adult ruin her only chance that she has at nationals.
Here.
She's interrupting your solo.
Oh.
That's not.
Oh, come on. I forgot about this part from the preview. I would get mad too if my kid was in rehearsal and...
Gina. Go in the room. Go in there. Okay. My daughter's solo time. Watch me.
You're a front runner right now to do nationals, and they can't handle.
Her taking the solo time to do this, though.
Gina was brought in because these kids can't.
No, I'm sorry. She has every right to express the way she feels, and she's clearly upset. This was not the time to do it. This is taking a huge chunk out of her solo time.
Hey, you'll be all right.
Hey, let's go, everybody.
That's insane. I understand fully why everyone resents Gina. It didn't have to be like this. Should not have interrupted that solo rehearsal. Oh, they got all the props today. Hee! Little heel bounces.
You started on the wrong leg, Lily, and you're doing the wrong arm for the...
Ashlyn's the one that should have her head on the platter. This is her punishment. But because she refuses to sit out, now all the other kids are being put in this unfair...
No, it's... She didn't create the roles available. That's not fair. You are not in trouble ever for showing up for yourself. It's okay to be selfish a little bit sometimes. Treat everyone with respect, like you would in any other workplace, but don't say, oh, you want this part? Well, I'm not gonna go to the audition anymore, or some shit. You shouldn't try for this part because my daughter wants it. It's like, what the hell?
Don't cry. Don't cry. I know, don't cry.
We knew she was gonna be it from the preview, but...
It's not a fair team, it's not a nice team, but it is what it is.
It's not a fair team, it's not a nice team. Don't say that.
I know you were trying your best. I know.
It's okay to get the smallest part.
I didn't go to bed till... Really?
What is...
I know. Well, Glow doesn't believe in you, so it's okay.
No. Whoa. Hey. She knows that all of her students have the capability to get there one day. We're back already, because this is being weird. But you guys, Here's the thing. They need people who have it today, this second, right now, in the moment. I get it. Everyone's gonna get better.
Is she trying to do a solo for Gina now?
Not to bring in Gina as a ringer to motivate her. Let's face it.
That's not motivating. This is crushing the other kids.
So this is the solo Miss Kaylee did for you called Cinema Paradiso.
So again, it's something she's done before, which is fair if she's being given this news that she's performing a solo this late.
Where she joined the team, and she's only competed it once. Lift, 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 lift.
She is a really good dancer, though.
The last minute decision, I'm obviously going to give her a dance that she knows, so she has the best chance of.
Gina, I don't care. She's dancing for the old solo. I want ever opportunities if Miss Glow can.
I do believe that it is because Glow does feel it's like, well, I want to make sure we get a high placing solo in there, but it's influenced by what happened and the tears that came from Jing. Excited for this group dance.
Miss Glow doesn't believe that like I can fix it and like have it look good, but I'll just learn the rest and I'll have it look.
I was gonna say that like that's the attitude you have to take.
Wow.
I love shit like that. Hey! I'm nervous though, like, it's not that it isn't possible to do, it's just like, well, if you've done it once, it means you can do it again. Yeah, but the slightest thing. They're elevated, you know, there's a trust fall, doing leaps on the table.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What is happening?
Why is there a weird space in between Gina and I couldn't see, Gina and Mina? Or was that just a mistake in that moment?
I don't know. This group should be done by now, but it hasn't because we had to go through a stupid audition.
I'm excited. Gina's presence there doesn't have to be a problem. Glow and Jing are making it a problem. And I don't appreciate the way Gina talked back to Roxy. Roxy, she's very vocal in kind of a violent way sometimes. Or not violent, but, she gets mad easily. Defend your kid for sure, but can't they just talk to each other? I really do hope that they all place high.
Bellatrix is nervous. She's like, it's not fair that she's going against someone who already did their solo. Talking to you, I'm trying to have a conversation. I'm literally trying to have a conversation with you.
Okay, maybe not a conversation.
I want you to look at me. I'm talking that.
I mean, this is controversial, what I'm gonna say. I think it's okay to walk away. It's okay to disengage or not engage at all. If someone has to go at you and needs you to respond,
Understanding the dance. You just I tell you, that's
like that animosity, I think it's healthy to walk away. She didn't walk away, but you don't have to respond. It's like, don't walk away from me. Look at me when I'm talking to you. It's like, why? Can we just not? Ooh, she looks pretty.
But I think it's just as fair because I was only able to run it like once or twice.
But still, she's had more time with it. And again, I do want to give her credit for maintaining what she's learned.
This is a huge, huge day for both of you. Gina, go out there and kill it. Show them.
She looks scared. She looks so unsure right now.
I've never seen you in this state.
Just nervous.
It's okay to be nervous. What they mean is she is upset and she's saying she's nervous, which maybe that's the same thing for her, but...
Go out there and kick some ass. Do you understand me?
I liked how she said, go kick some ass, or whatever. That was what she needed.
Bellatrix is really good because she has a lot of acro technique, and mine is just like ballet technique, and I don't know what the judges like.
It's the parents who are giving them this false idea that it's the end of the world if you aren't always first. I don't know why, but the costume for me doesn't match with the music or the choreography. It's pretty.
The technique, you have everything. Just have to crush it. I'm very nervous.
Bellatrix's solo. Come on. I want her to do so well. That's what they always do when they chop up those rehearsal shots, making it look like it's going worse than it actually is. Ooh, I like this. Oh, with a flexed foot. Oh my God. Oh, yeah, there's a little touch there. Oh, nice. This looks hard. A little bit of forgiveness for mistakes then, if anything goes wrong. She's got... Yeah. She's taken the notes about performance, for sure. Whoa, a little stumble. Woo. I don't like the end position, how it's aimed at the audience for some reason. I don't think that picture would be as pretty if you angled it.
Really disappointed in Bellatrix. This was her shot to rise out of the shadow.
That looked hard, though.
She just crumbled.
She didn't crumble. She performed her way through that shit. It wasn't a disaster. It was like a little, like, stutter twice from what they showed. No, that's not what you want, but...
You've been doing solos your entire life. And that was not a national... You need to focus. You need to let your mothers help you get ready and record.
That's the thing that sucks. You gotta let whatever happened just now go. Next costume.
I think that's the only thing I don't have is lashes and lash glue. Like,
You don't have to get it in my brain.
Then you learn to do it yourself, sweetie.
Oh, dear God.
It's really fast. Whatever's going on, I think it's more about the... Oh, shit.
But...
Oh, I'm so nervous. I like the little light that they have. Ah! Lily looks cute.
Yes, chef! Yes, chef!
I love how they're like this movie that it's based on. It's like, oh, should I watch it? It's like, with your mom's permission. Here we go. Jeez. Good for them. Because I consider that confined space with how, like, the width of the table. Audrey looks good in this dance. Yeah. Woo! So that's what they're gonna do. It's like, well, you're the only ones who can turn, so I get it. I think I said it's like that's what they should do. Ooh. Yeah. That's what they should do, but now it looks like, well, we're not gonna bother teaching you guys turns at all. Like, I know they're taking classes. Good for them. I know they're taking classes on their own, and it's as it should be. It just looks sad now that they've had however many dances, group dances, where they're having the same girls turn. This is fun. Wow. Is someone's cloth longer sorry, that was distracting just for a second. It's like all of the towels were folded except for one person's. That's such a nothing part. Holy shit. You know what? I gotta pause. Good for them. Great piece. But for fuck's sake, they could have made it work again, like including everyone. That's kind of ridiculous. I go back and forth because on the one hand, it's like maybe you want an understudy, but it's weird. They could have had a plastic head or a fake head or some shit glued to a table. For just that, that's degrading. It's just, I don't know. It's like, well, I want an even number of chefs, and then you have the head chef. It's like, what about a sous chef or whatever you call it? Sous chef. A second, like a demi-soloist. Is it the producers suggesting these things? Great piece, I love it, but like if I had been Lily, I would have rather not have been in it at all. Call me out of my hypocrisy. I feel like I'm contradicting myself every episode. I mean, I loved the group piece. I really liked Gina's solo. I just don't, for some reason, it wasn't completely like the total package or something. There's a disconnect between the song and the costume and the choreo. And I liked Bellatrix's solo better There were a couple of stumbling moments. She performed the hell out of that though. And she was working hard. It was not a train wreck. It was just, she had like a prop, but 2 props. And then her hair was in her face a lot of the times. I feel like it was blocking, you know, she couldn't see. Going back to kind of the middle of it. Kicking her off the table. That was strong and solid. Good for them. So I'm in the middle of the dance here. There's a lot going on in this. I don't think they needed those candelabras. Spacing's off, but whatever. Or maybe it isn't. I mean, I was going off of where they placed the table. Whoa, Audrey got way downstage. I mean, the choreography took her there. She didn't do it, but I feel so bad for Lily in this. Should not have had to go through this. It's a really nice piece, but... Oh, no, don't. I don't know. I hope the group dance places high. I'm a little confused about the solos.
Lewis, we have a top 5, 5th place.
I mean, Gina's gonna come out on top, right?
Awarded to entry number 1, the Huntress. This is Bellatrix.
Bellatrix 5th. Not bad considering.
Oh, I did get 5th place. I'm still proud of myself. I worked so hard, and I think my energy was.
Entry 2, Cinema Paradiso. This is Gina.
Does ballet automatically get you higher points because of the fact that it's ballet? Bellatrix wasn't given all the time that she deserved for that solo. She had props. I don't know.
Your small group. Congratulations, entry 63, the menu. Tell the audience.
Did the plates, and I'm really happy that I did it all staying chill and not crying and making a big scene.
All the good. I think Gina has elevated everyone's work ethic and made you understand that your spot isn't just
Not everything they do well is because Gina's there.
yourself a spot in the group dance and a solo at nationals.
Thank you.
Continues to just skate on through, and now she's having a solo at night.
It is weird that she's assigned first when she's had as much time with the team as she has. And I know she's amazing. She was brought in for a reason. It's just weird that Glow gave it to her first versus all the people she wanted at once or something. I mean, just say it. Just say while you're there, oh, and Audrey, you also have a solo at nationals or something like that. And then it's like there's still a 3rd one. Don't know yet. Everyone the opportunity to prove themselves, though I would say Mina would be on my list if I had to choose a top 3. And again, it doesn't mean that the other dancers aren't cool. It's just who has it now.
See this, Ashlyn?
She yelled at me.
Her saying, Gina this, Gina that, she's the only reason you're doing well. Don't do that. Don't do that. One of you has to be out of this dance. She's totally making that shit up. Because this isn't the first time that's happened. It's like, I can only have this many people in this dance. Just for the sake of booting someone out, teaching them a lesson, as much as that happens within, like, if you're in the cast of a musical, blah, blah, blah. I've said this before. It's not a big deal when you get kicked out of a dance or a song or a scene. But when that's it, when that, like, 3 minutes or 4 minutes or however long the dance is, I don't know what the cutoff is in competition dance. It's like, you're not dancing this week. You're not dancing this week. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, maybe it happens all the time, but it just looks rougher than it needs to be on this show or in this context. They can save time by getting rid of Pyramid again. And no, never interrupt someone else's rehearsal time. I mean, Roxy isn't making things better by screaming and having meltdowns at people, but it's coming from someplace. And Jing, I want to appreciate, she is really upset. She's crying. But why would you go into the studio when it's someone's rehearsal, like your kids or someone else's, anyone's rehearsal? Don't do that. Good for Ashlyn keeping it together for this episode. Looks like she's going to be crying for the next episode. And some of the minds from the moms or some of the girls on this team, if things aren't perfect, they're freaking out. And they should be, maybe this is all, you know, thicker skin. This will teach them a lesson to bear with it better when they're a little bit older. But it's such an attack in the way that it's going with this episode. Or not this episode, this show. It's like they're getting complimented. Bellatrix was very proud of those notes she got and her placement on the pyramid. But then it's like, I really, really liked the menu. I'm very impressed with it. Lily's role was crap. Should not have happened. They shouldn't have done that. I feel bad for everybody. Every episode I feel bad for everybody. Nobody seems to be that happy that they're there. They say that, and maybe it's the way it's cut, but they all seem so miserable, and like they're all like, oh, we're done. We're done. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you would like to subscribe, please subscribe. Leave a comment down if you would like. And I just hope you have a wonderful day, night, morning, evening, sleep time, rest time, study time, rehearsal time, dance class time. Thanks again. Bye.